Tonight, the White House has made it official. President Trump is sending 300 National Guard troops to Chicago. After weeks of unrest, violent clashes, and growing calls for law and order, Washington says it's stepping in where local leaders have failed to act. But the decision has set off a political firestorm. Illinois Governor JB Pritzker is calling it federal overreach and is preparing to challenge the move in court. So, what exactly happened in Chicago? Why did the White House take this step now? And how could this spark a new clash between state and federal power? Let's break it down. For weeks, Chicago has been on edge. Riots and protests have swept across multiple neighborhoods, from downtown to Brighton Park, where a standoff between protesters and federal agents turned violent. Just hours before the White House announcement, Border Patrol agents reportedly shot and wounded an armed woman. Authorities say she was part of a group trying to block their movement during an immigration raid. In response, agents fired tear gas, pepper spray, and rubber bullets, scenes that have become disturbingly familiar in America's major cities this year. City officials say they're trying to calm tensions, but the White House insists that local leadership has lost control. Late last night, the White House released a strongly worded statement. President Trump will not turn a blind eye to the lawlessness plaguing American cities, it read. He has authorized the deployment of 300 National Guardsmen to protect federal officers and government property. Officials say the move follows an ultimatum sent to Illinois leaders earlier this week by the Department of War. Call up your troops, or we will. And now, the president has done exactly that. Sources inside the administration say the troops will focus on protecting federal assets, not patrolling local streets. At least for now. But critics fear this could escalate tensions even further. Governor JB Pritzker has already vowed to fight back. He calls the deployment an unauthorized use of military force and promises swift legal action to stop it. Legal experts say this could turn into a constitutional test case, raising the question, how far can the federal government go in using troops within a state's borders without that state's consent? It's a battle that could pit federal power against states' rights, echoing some of the most divisive moments in modern American history. Meanwhile, Chicago residents remain caught in the middle, anxious, uncertain, and hoping for peace. Many Chicagoans say they're torn. Some believe the National Guard could finally restore order. Others fear it could make the streets even more dangerous. Kim Belair, a breaking news reporter for The Washington Post based in Chicago, described the city's mood this way. This is something that residents have been waiting for, with tension and uncertainty. Now that it's happening, people are bracing for what comes next. The coming days will reveal whether this move brings stability or sparks new unrest. The deployment of 300 National Guard troops to Chicago marks a major turning point in America's ongoing struggle between law enforcement, protest, and political power. Will this restore calm or ignite a deeper national conflict? Tell us what you think in the comments below. And for more fast, reliable updates, subscribe to Quick News and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next story. This is Quick News, bringing you clarity in a world of chaos.